are back with more Gabriel Knight.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
I see you've taken my advice, Father. I didn't mean to be harsh, but the church is the church.
No problem. I got a haircut between videos.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
Exactly. Come in, Father. Please. Now, what can I do for you?
I didn't click to skip anything that time. It just happened. Alright.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Any of these will just scare her.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Alright.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
That's not racist there, that's just pride right there. Everybody likes pride.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I think most of these questions will just disturb her.
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at St. Louis Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They had it first!
They who?
Oh, you know.
You know who? Voldemort? Okay, let's just ask her about what we're supposed to.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans corps means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
It means don't eat the chili.
It means goat without horns.
Oh, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Long pig.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Lavaux was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans.
Interesting.
It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it.
Interesting.
The real voodoo queen controlled Lavaux, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Fascinating.
Is there anything else you remember about the real voodoo queen?
Well, my great-grandmother said that the real voodoo queen was the most beautiful woman on earth. She had the most incredible copper-colored skin.
Okay.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound four.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there, I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
Okay.
I swear on my collar.
is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
You keep it on your coffee
It
table?
belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations.
She's spazzing out with her hand over there.
Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away.
You're not very
Don't
good at
come
this,
back
Gabriel.
another day. And now, let us pray.
Clay.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless, this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
Okay, I was wondering how he's
A
gonna rhyme silver.
lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
Yay! I think it's time to go.
Well, madame, I must be going.
Of course, Father.
Alright.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Alright. One thing I want to check on, though. I want to see if grandmother knows anything about German relations. Ding dong.
Gabriel, my love, how nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
He's kind of a jerk, but he's a good boy. Alright.
Can we?
Of course, my...
Alright, let's see. Whoa, lots of questions. This is the
Do
only
you
new
know
one, though.
anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany. I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
You don't have
Do
anything
you
else?
know anyone?
I don't know what...
Alright, I don't think there's anything else to ask. Alright, let's check out somewhere we haven't been yet. This was a
Well,
quick visit, Gran. And yet we have to wait for another hug. But it's so sweet. Alright. Excuse me, let's go to Napoleon's house. Apparently Napoleon House is a bar. Huh.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Okay.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo!
Voodoo. I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Well, he named the drink
Sure.
after her.
She's kind of the patron saint of voodoo in New Orleans. Don't know too much about her, but tourists sure get off on all that stuff.
What can you
I'm no heck.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd? The ones you see are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all over each other. In other words, they're in love.
Pretty much.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years.
Damn.
Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games.
Damn.
It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time.
So it's all
By
psychological?
the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Really? Thanks.
Thank you.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch.
Love charm sounds sleazy.
He buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl. And, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
Interesting. So he believes in voodoo hoodoo. Meh. Alright.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
These guys' voices are quiet. Did the music get turned up again? Alright, let's see if he would use a bottle of good luck oil. Is this the master gambling oil?
The
Yes.
small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil.
Oil.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed a cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe. This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This
I see a
voodoo
pause
oil
between the
could
line
make
coming
a
up.
nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd have put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Stand back.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Smiley Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Yay!
Son of a bitch.
Man, there's more cursing in this part of the game than any
20
other.
years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate!
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Still hundreds of games to one.
Hallelujah! I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
Interesting.
Can I?
Look,
Can I ask
I'd be
questions?
glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in this bar too long to know much about anything.
Alright, he doesn't know anything. But maybe he can help us out anyway.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know.
Really?
And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet
Man, I
tomorrow.
just lost the game.
Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
Yay! Looks like the day is over. Uh-oh.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a
Yeah, but it's
customer.
open
I'm
for
here
the
to see
night.
the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Is Grace jealous?
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
I don't know, you're both still wearing the same clothes you were wearing a few days ago. That's not sanitary. Day 4. I spoke to the one who smelled of death, and he gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. Somebody's watching
You're
from
not
outside the window.
speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Have it your way. Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah. He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Okay,
Get the hell...
The
can't question him.
Times Picayune, dated June 21st.
1993, he looks at an
I
article
don't
about the
believe
murders.
this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The Voodoo Murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel. But if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
Maybe.
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peachy. Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do...
Sure.
I have a pattern I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Ugh. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Alright. I think we're done for here. And I think we're done for the day. I'm going to go ahead and call it here and say I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.